San Diego philanthropist Joan Kroc says you can't take it with you, so she is giving San Diego Salvation Army $80 million.
Live with more local news, Brian Christie, Kathy Clark, John Coleman, and Skip Baldwin. This is the KUSI News at 10.
San Diego's most famous philanthropist has done it again. This time, Joan Kroc is giving a staggering $80 million to just one San Diego organization.
It is the biggest single donation in county history, and the Salvation Army has big plans for that money. KUSI's Mike Castellucci reports.
There's going to be like a ballpark and swimming and ice skating and gymnastics.
That's amazing.
A lot of other stuff.
It's like a kid's dream. Take empty lots and old buildings and build in their place a performing arts auditorium, baseball field, swimming pools. The kids can visualize it. A grown-up made it happen. How much is $80 million?
A lot.
Joan Kroc, the widow of Ray Kroc, founder of McDonald's, gave $80 million to the Salvation Army today, her largest donation ever.
I've never seen a Brinks truck follow a hearse, and that's what my husband's credo was, and I have to agree with that.
The money will build this, the Salvation Army's largest community center in the country, a 12-acre complex along University Avenue in East San Diego. Within a mile, there are 20 schools here, over 8,000 children, and not a lot of places for kids.
We can help bring our city together by declaring our love to all of its children and show them the faith that we have in their future.
And what do you think of all that?
I think it's good.
Yeah?
Because there's a lot of places that don't have nothing.
This was the area that seemed to me had the deepest need and was not particularly caring too much about recreational areas for the kids, and I thought no one could do it better than the Salvation Army, put all of their programs together in this one 12-acre site.
The program is dedicated to families and children, but especially emphasis on the children.
Besides a gymnasium, aquatic center, skating rink, and theater, there will be daycare, after-school programs, and activities for seniors, an oasis in the middle of a densely populated area of San Diego. And leave it to the kids to have the vision of how it will all come together.
Under this, there's probably like dirt and stuff. And at my school, when they had like the Edison project, they donated over a lot of money to my school, so because those empty lots, so they bought it, and they put this grass. Like, I don't know what it was, but it made the grass grow really fast.
After all, the $80 million project is for the kids, even though a grown-up made the dream reality. From 68th and University, Mike Castellucci, KUSI News.
Now, the Kroc family's generosity is evident around San Diego in donations large and small. According to Fortune magazine, Joan Kroc is one of the nation's top philanthropists who gives millions to causes ranging from local theater to cancer research. Just a few months ago, in fact, she donated $25 million to the University of San Diego for a Peace Studies Center. She also gave the school $3 million 2 years ago for student loans. She has donated $60 million to Ronald McDonald houses. Another $18 million went to San Diego's hospice in Mission Valley. And a lot of people cannot forget the $15 million she gave last year, $2,000 to every person in the flooded out town of Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Well, the Salvation Army has been a part of San Diego for more than 130 years. From day one, its mission has been to help those who are in need. Assistance is given regardless of who they are or where they come from.
KUSI's Kevin Kelly is with us tonight with a look back at where it started and how far it comes and just how much this money is going to mean.
Boy, it's going to mean a lot, Kathy and Brian. The Salvation Army started out as a humble Christian mission in London's poverty-ridden East End. It has since grown into an international movement that is helping millions of men and women worldwide. The Salvation Army was founded in England in 1865 by William Booth, a preacher whose mission was to help the poor, the homeless, the hungry, and the destitute. Despite strong opposition, his message spread like a wildfire. 22 years later, the first Salvation Army was founded in San Diego on the corner of 5th and E Street. It wasn't much back then, but those who volunteered their time and money continued to carry Booth's message and to help those who were suffering. Decades later, the Salvation Army can now be found in more than 104 countries worldwide, its message and mission unchanged.
Reaching out to people, reaching out to the neediest individuals that we can identify, making sure that people don't fall through the cracks, they receive help, compassion, and inspiration to pursue life in a very positive way.
Currently, the Salvation Army has more than 25 programs and services that are up and running. Each one is different, but they all have the same goal: to help those who are in need of help. This is just one of many programs offered by the Salvation Army. It's called the Door of Hope. Not only is it a daycare center for working parents, it's also a program for pregnant and parenting teens that are wards of the court. 16-year-old Belinda has been here for the past 8 months. If it weren't for the Door of Hope, she would be in juvenile hall, away from her 3-month-old girl.
It helps me with learn responsibilities and know how to take care of myself and my daughter.
The work of the Salvation Army is performed every hour of the day, every day of the week, through every season and circumstance. There are the seasonal bell ringers, the seasonal feasts that feed the hungry, and then there are the toy drives, the sock drives, and so much more.
In any major disaster, you'll find the Salvation Army. We were very active in the Los Angeles earthquake, and of course here in San Diego when we've had cold weather emergencies, and across the border to our neighbors in Tijuana.
Helping families, the homeless, and the community is what the Salvation Army is all about. A new $80 million community center will only help continue what has been ongoing for more than 130 years. Whether it's war, famine, disease, poverty, drugs, or alcohol, the Salvation Army's work is never over. It has, however, improved immeasurably over the years thanks to a generous donation by Joan Kroc. Officials say the new community center will allow them to strengthen already existing programs. It will also allow them to expand their services so they can offer help to those who need it and even those who don't.
And
Brian?
thank you, Kevin. Clearly a good chance for the Salvation Army also to get out the word that it does an awful lot more than maybe a lot of people are aware of.
Absolutely. They do so much for everyone, children, adults, even seniors.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.